everybody. Welcome to HorrorBuzz Live, where we recap everything that's kind of happened in the world of horror and on the site in about a half hour. With us today, we have a huge show lined up here. We have news from Lindsay. We have news from Kyle, our books editor. And we even have a very, very special holiday appearance by the one and only Rick West. First up, one of the things that's that you might want to be checking out on the site is an event that's coming up called I'm gonna mess this up. Krampusnacht. Okay, it's a VR thing, and one of our very own from HorrorBuzz is actually a part of it, Brian, and he's one of the guys behind it, and so I want to make sure to share this with everybody. Here you go, I think. Where is that? Anyway, let me know how everybody's doing tonight. Also, side note, if you totally dig this, please like and subscribe this if you're looking at the YouTubes, or just give it a good like on the Facebook. So we're trying a new format tonight where I bring the people in as we go along. So if you like it, let me know. Also, we are taking suggestions on what my opening and closing catchphrases should be. So please leave those in the comments. Now, back to Krampusnacht. Brian Toll's doing it. It's a VR thing. It's an immersive VR experience that you do from your home. And definitely think it's something you should be checking out. We're going to be talking to him next week about it. Then there's a film called Werewolf that Skix reviewed. And it's kind of like a World War II crazy thing with attacking dogs, and he said it was amazing, and I'm sharing the link right here right now just for you. So let's go ahead and go there. But what we're going to do now, the big news this week was in books, and who we're going to bring in now is Kyle. Kyle, what's going on, man?
Hey, how are you?
I'm well, thanks for dropping by. So this was kind of a big week in books, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'd say so. We got to talk.
Yeah, what'd you read? What'd you do?
So we talked about two books this week, but probably the bigger one was we interviewed James Murray from Impractical Jokers. His fourth novel just came out. It's co-written by Darren Wehrmouth. It's called Don't Move. If you guys don't know, he's actually written another trilogy that's kind of a horror thriller called The Awakened books. Don't Move is a creature feature about a giant spider. So if that sounds like something that would appeal to you, that's the whole pitch. It's a traumatized protagonist who is fighting off a giant spider in the woods. I had a lot of fun with it, and it seems like he genuinely cares about what he's writing and what he's putting out there. So if you haven't checked out that interview, it was really fun. Go take a look at that. If you're interested in that, it's available wherever you can find books, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, what have you. It's a very fast read. It's about 250 pages. I got through it in probably 2 to 3 sittings, but it was a lot of fun. Don't go into it expecting
reader, though, so you're a super fast reader, though. So
yeah. Yeah, like I said, don't expect like some A24 level deep thinking masterpiece. It is about a giant spider, but if you're into creature features and Crichton and things like that, you'll have a great time. The other book we covered this week was called The Legend of Halloween. It's a picture book. It's actually by the director of Halloween 2018, David Gordon Green. This one's a little strange because I can't find a way for you to actually purchase it right now. They have a link that says that they will have a pre-order up on Amazon, and that's on all their social medias, but I can't find a place for you to find it. That being said, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, they said I had asked them about it, and they said it was coming like on Amazon soon, like by Christmas time.
Yeah, and I would just keep an eye out if you're interested. It is a picture book adaptation of the original Halloween. It's also a lot of fun. It's illustrated very whimsically. There's almost a Dr. Seuss feel to it. I especially like occasionally getting to see Michael's mask actually emote. The knitting needle scene is a great one in the book. Yeah, it's small things, but it's a lot of fun. If you are interested in that, sign up for their email list. It's on their website. It's just legendofhalloween.com, and I'm sure as soon as they have pre-orders up, there'll be info available.
Epic. So, like, how graphic did they? I mean, it's like, could you imagine reading that to your kid at night and be like, and Michael Myers kills somebody. Good night. I mean,
It's
how did they
strange.
handle it?
So there are kills. You don't see the kill itself. You see the aftermath when Laurie's in the house. There's no actual gore. There's some very light blood. It's monochromatic red in backgrounds and like dripping off the knife at one point. Um, I think if you're sold on the idea of a picture book of Halloween, you probably know what you're reading to your kid. But if I had to put an age group on it, it'd probably be like 10 to 12, which is probably too old for a picture book. But you know, it's a good intro and a different way to look at the story. Uh, Not sure what else to say on that. They do cover a little bit of innuendo and maybe some content that's a little bit heavier than for children. But again, if I tell you that it's a limited edition picture book based on John Carpenter's Halloween, that probably tells you who that audience is for. It's pretty specific.
So going back to the spider book, is that kind of like, I don't know, Jurassic Park level action,
Absolutely.
or yeah? And what I mean,
It's very fast paced. It's very like action thriller horror. You don't even get a lot of intense gore or kills until the very end of the book. I mentioned in the review the first chapter is very dark. It's much grimmer than I thought and much gorier. And then the book kind of turns into an action thriller for probably 3/4 of the length. And then the last quarter, it goes a little bit more all out with the spider and specifically the way spiders eat.
that's fun. That's always
Yeah,
fun. It's I like how they taught us how flies eat in The Fly. That
yeah,
was
very similar vibe.
very, very. You know what? Tonight we're all about education and connecting with the kids. That's what
Yeah.
we're doing. Yeah. So hey, thank you so much for telling us all about it. Look in the feed, you guys. You can check out his reviews and the interviews. And there you go. And Kyle, thank you so much for stopping by. Have a good one, and see you again soon.
Bye. Thanks for having me.
Adios, dude. Okay, so just so you know, you can also join the HorrorBuzz team if you want to read books for us, watch movies for us, play video games with us. You are welcome to fill out the little form that I just posted right there and join. Please join. Let's see here. Oh no. Guess who we have next? Rick West!
Wait, no, it's supposed to be like Home Alone. Right?
Dude, how are you?
It's good to see you. And I'm just thinking, giant spider in the woods. I've already like sucked up half of my seat right now. So that's going to be a no-go for me. Don't stuff that in my stocking, Santa. That's going to be a pass. That's a hard pass, my friend. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm hanging out just outside the treehouse of Hereditary, and
Nice.
I don't think COVID's going to come around me right now. So
Good. Let's keep it that way, my friend.
yeah, definitely. Just so you know, everybody stay safe. Wear your masks.
Yes,
We want
that's right.
Halloween
Mask
next
up.
year. Speaking of,
We want everything next year.
yeah,
We
every
would like a year, actually.
can we have
Just like
can we have a redo?
year. Yeah.
So yeah. Speaking of 2020,
Yeah.
sorry to bring it down, but haunt season.
Yeah.
What did you see? What was there?
Well, home haunts. That was the home haunters. I'm so proud of our SoCal community because everybody really stepped up to save Halloween. And, normally I see a lot of home haunts because that's what I do during Halloween. But this year, that was for pretty much all there was to see. So, with the exception of very few pro level haunts, we were all over the Southland and shot up to Nevada for one weekend to see home haunts, and they were fantastic. Obviously, the number I could count the number of walkthrough attractions that we actually did on like two fingers probably.
So that means you did two.
Or like that. The European kids do that. I don't know what that means. So yeah, like three. I think it's three. Now it's three. So yeah, not many. Less than five. So
Again, education tonight.
Yes, we're all about the numbers, kids. Just don't show them number one. All right, but the home haunts, they dialed it back a little bit and really made like ones that are known for their walkthroughs, like Rotten Apple. They dialed it way back and they made either yard displays or yard shows, that type of thing. And so that was the name of the game this year, was keeping everybody safe, keeping everyone distanced. And really, I saw so many haunters enforcing the please wear a mask, ideal, and it was good. For the most part, people were pretty good about that and well behaved. The very exciting thing this year to me was how many young haunters, like next gen young haunters, really stepped up and just, man, knocked it out of the ballpark this year. And so was very encouraged by that, because just seeing what people were doing under the strains and conditions of COVID, I am so excited already for next year, like what they're going to bring. I'm totally stoked.
I can't even imagine. Yes, I'm going to say yes, we will have Halloween next year. I mean, because I can't believe that we won't. But it's going to be intense. It's going to be off the hook next year. And I know that we said that about 2020, but...
Well, I think that anything that we get to do normally next year is going to be off the hook, right? We're looking at Midsummer being, boy, we're going to go forward with Midsummer Scream and make it the biggest and best we've ever had. And we're looking at, all sorts of different programming for next year. And just knock wood and God willing, with these vaccine rollouts by early summer, they're saying that we're getting a lot of vaccines out to the general public. And so, man, at least the second part of the year, which is very important to haunters and to Midsummer and then going into the holidays, sorry, 4th of July, sorry, leprechauns, but, going into the latter part of the year. Yeah, exactly. We think it's going to be a normal year. We're hoping it's going to be a normal year. And boy, are we raring to go. Yeah.
Were there any standouts this past year with regard to home haunts or the...
Oh, you know me, I hate playing favorites, right? I will just say, like home haunts that were done by the younger generations really were fantastic. Insane Haunt Productions did the Candy Shop Takeover. That was fantastic. They were supposed to be in the Hall of Shadows this year, and we are hoping that they will be in the Hall of Shadows next year. There was a haunt that was new to me, not necessarily young haunters, but fairly new haunters, and that's Prism in Mission Viejo, and they did an amazing presentation, and I've asked them to join us next year in the Hall of Shadows.
David's good people.
Yeah, man, I was blown away by that. And I thought, geez, if they're doing this in the front yard just as a show, what's the walkthrough going to be like? And I want to do that. So, that and, the usual suspects, they all kind of stepped up and really, really did great. And what was really interesting this year also, in the past few years, we've seen as younger haunters come online, haunters haunt what they know, right? So you see IPs creeping in to home haunts, which is fairly new. And
they can kind of get away with it. Kind of.
Well, hey, as long as you say that it's a fan tribute, you're good, right? And if it's a home haunt and you're not charging anything for it or whatever, what are the studios going to do? But anyway, I think that what was really interesting this year is we saw not one but two home haunts that were tributes to larger Halloween events. We saw the Gray Phantom, right, in La Mirada, I believe it was, and that was a tribute to the Queen Mary's Dark Harbor. And that was fantastic. The entire front of the house was covered by a giant side view with cutaways of the Queen Mary as the Gray Ghost, which is what she was in World War II. And every little cutaway had scenes going on with projection and effects, and it was fantastic. And then a younger haunter in a private residence. Parents didn't want the address or anything blown out just yet because it is a younger haunter, but did a full-on tribute to Not Scary Farm and Waxworks, which was really, really fantastic. I have posted these things on the Midsummer Scream Instagram, and so the photos are there, and in some cases the live stream also that I did is posted. And so that's really exciting and really interesting and really meta, right? That we're seeing not only IPs, but the IP being used now are the giant haunts that we all missed this year. Take a drink and let that set in for a second. But but everybody did such a great job, really, really great job. And then of course, huge props to those pro haunts like 13th Floor that did go ahead and LA Haunted Hayride, and they did go ahead and they created content and gave us all an experience. And just what a really tedious and daunting season for everybody. But I there was no question in my mind that the community would step up and just knock it out of the ballpark, and they did. So that's not any surprise, but it sure makes me very, very proud and very, very just so enthused and pumped for Midsummer so much. I can't wait to see everybody again.
Yeah, it's going to be we and you said this before. I mean, this crazy island of misfit toys that we are, all of us. We easily. It's one of the best communities. Around. It's we're nuts, but here we are, and we're supportive.
Yeah.
So
we're very supportive, and just a real quick holiday message to the folks out there. This is a rough time for everybody, and you're not alone. Everybody has been impacted in one way or the other. Some people far greater than others, but everybody is in a way going through their own thing, whether it's physical, whether it's mental, emotional, all the above, whether it is a parent or maybe even more importantly, not a parent. Everybody is going through something, and you guys, you're not alone. No one is alone. If you're feeling down, if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling anxious, if you are clinging to hope, just reach out to your friends. Reach out to your friends, and if you don't feel like you have any friends to reach out to, there are 800 numbers, and there are different assistance programs that can help with depression this time of year. But boy, I'm telling you, what I have seen, Norm, in the haunt community and the support that we all have for each other, we're getting through this thing, and there is light at the end of the tunnel coming, and pretty soon this is all going to be in our rearview mirror.
It's going to be in our rearview mirror, and we're going to walk fearlessly into the fog once again.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be great.
Also, to follow up on what you were saying, check on each other. If you haven't heard from one another in a while, just check it. Just say hello. Just send a message, send a text, a phone call, anything. Just reach out.
Yep, that's the name of the game.
And we're on the press. We're almost done with 2020, and we'll have a new year of fear. But there we are. So, Rick, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for giving us a little bit of encouragement in this insane time. And please stay safe, okay, buddy?
Absolutely. You too, Norm, and you guys watching, everybody be good, love one another. We need a lot of that in this world today. And we're just getting started rebuilding everything. You guys take care.
All right. Bye, Rick.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, so Rick, that was cool, huh? Next up, we are going to be talking to Lindsay. Lindsay is going to share with us some of the fun events and some of the movies coming out for this week, as she always does, because she's got her finger on the pulse of the horror entertainment world. So take it away, Lindsay.
Hey guys, hot off the press, we do have some really cool films coming out this week I want to let you know about. We have Black Pumpkin that's coming out to DVD. It's like a lot of classic slasher film vibes that happen on Halloween night. So if you think you can survive a night with Bloody Bobby on Halloween, then check this out. It looks pretty good, and it was a festival fave. We also have Devil's Heist, and that's about a thief who finds out a very hard, very fiery way that when you rob the devil, there's hell to pay. It rhymed, and that was not intentional. And that comes out on video on demand from Midnight Releasing. And those are both available today. Now on Friday, we have some films to look forward to. We have Don't Click, that's coming out to video on demand, and that's about a nightmare that begins for a man who clicks on the wrong X-rated pop-up. So, fellas, maybe there's some relatability there. And speaking of relatability, we also have Songbird. Now, this is a pandemic thriller, and when I say relatable, I don't mean just it's about a pandemic. The virus that these people fight in this film is literally called COVID-23. That better not be a premonition or a prediction or anything, but if COVID-19 isn't enough for you and you want to add another COVID to your list, then check this movie out. It's got Demi Moore and Sophia Carson in it, and it comes out to paid video on demand on Amazon Prime and iTunes. And we have Wolfwalkers. This one's kind of different. It's an animated film, and it's a fresh take on the werewolf tale. So if you think you know werewolves, you don't. Check it out this Friday on Apple TV. And the one I've been waiting to talk about, I'm really excited for this. The big man himself, not Santa, it's Joe Bob Briggs, and he's here to come save our 2020 Christmas with his original special, Joe Bob Saves Christmas. And he's going to turn it into a murder wonderland splat-tacular. The theme for his show this year is Santas Who Kill, and he's made it very clear that it's probably not going to be the film that first comes to mind. So he's being very festive but mysterious about it. And he's being charitable too. So during the show, for the first time ever, there's going to be the last drive-in home shopping live auction. So what'll be given away? Well, there's a rumor that he's going to give away the hat that he wears in the promo, which you can check out. But it is Christmas 2020, so anything is possible. So catch a flick and not COVID by checking out these fun films right from the comfort of your own home. You know, I mentioned last week there were some fun Christmas events, and now that we have the stay-at-home order here in California, and likely a lot of other states across the U.S. are going through similar things, these events are being either changed or eliminated. And an example is Four Knott's Berry Farm, their Taste of Merry Farm is canceled until after Christmas. So if you want to get tickets for that, you can get it after. But an event I want to talk about real quick that is currently happening, and it's going to run through January 10th, is Santa's Speedway Christmas Lights Drive-Thru. This is happening in Irwindale, California at the Speedway out there, and it's a huge display that they put on. They have like a 110-foot tall Christmas tree, and it's $59 per car. So however many seatbelts you have in your car, that's how many people you can fit in there, up to 8. And you can drive on the actual NASCAR racetrack and experience the attraction, which is pretty cool. And you get to see giant gingerbreads and snowmans, and super cute. And as I said, it runs until January 10th. So there's a lot of different dates and times to choose from. Tickets have to be purchased in advance, and they are timed. So make sure you pick a day and time that works for you and your family. And remember, please double check, triple check, quadruple check the day of the event if you have tickets, if it's still running, because as we know with COVID, things are ever changing and subject to cancel at any time. So stay safe and stay spooky, because that's what we've got going on for this week.
Well, wait a minute. Something. Oh,
hey. Oh my Krampus! It's Jeffrey McCobb!
It's Jeffrey McCobb! What's going on, everybody? Good to see you. Thanks for having me on HorrorBuzz. That's exciting. I like buzzing.
So nice of you to drop in.
Thanks for having me, Norm.
What do you got going on?
We got a lot going on. Shockfest Film Festival. This is our 12th year anniversary, and this is the 5th event we've done this year. You're talking about events canceling. We stayed alive, and we kept it going because we love you. This Friday, December 11th, we're going to be holding our pure virtual portal. Our portal has opened up. It has been opening up a lot across the country, and now it'll open up in your own living room. We're going to be screening movies. Movies like Attack of the Unknown by Brandon Slagle and the Mahal Brothers, and Await the Dawn starring Dee Wallace, who's actually our nominee for Best Actress, and a bunch of other fun films.
Awesome. Hey, you know what? You sent me a video file. Why don't we share it with our viewers?
Share it.
Ooh, yes.
Let's do it.
Yay! That was
Oh,
fun.
man.
Oh my gosh. Christmas
How
came early and it's in the form of Shock Fest.
I love that book. I'm gonna have to put that on a book. That's exciting.
Are you related to Pazuzu or?
Am I related? No, Pazuzu's a thief. Stole my gimmick.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's okay. I usually wear a tuxedo. You count me in my ethereal form. I'm.
Well, how can look, you're floating. How can people get tickets to the event?
Oh, simple. You want to go to the Shockfest Film Festival 2020 Facebook page. The top post, there's a post showing our guest of honor, who is Rob Zombie. And immediately under that is a series of pictures which shows the nominees for Shockfest. And there is a link right there to get your ticket. Get your ticket now. Because on the day of December 11th, all of those movies will pop up on the platform. But for right now, you can be part of the pre-show and experience what the nominees are, learn about what Shockfest is, and get a little certificate of completion and take a nice little health and physical test just to make sure you aren't infecting the internet with COVID.
Yeah. Well, Jeffrey, thank you so much for stopping by and telling us about the virtual Shockfest Film Festival. Everybody, just rewind. I sound so old. Go back for a little bit and get it's shockfest.com, right?
Shockfilmfest.com.
Shockfilmfest.com. Shockfilmfest, you see. Okay, again, education.
Facebook too. That's we're very interactive there, and like I said, we got quite a few really cool movies, quite a few filmmakers. J.M. Logan, who made the film called The Relic. Joe Lujan, who made a short film called Billy. It's amazing. Gosh, we have Await the Dawn. A lot of really great movies this year, so we can't wait to have you join us.
Wonderful. Everybody go get your tickets. It's going to be a fun time. Jeffrey, thank you for stopping by. And we'll see you in the dark. Does that work?
I'll see you in the dark. I'll see you later.
Maybe you will.
How do I become a horror buzzer? That sounds like a lot of fun. I want to join your HorrorBuzz team.
I'll send you a link. Anyway, take care, you guys. And Lindsay, thank you so much for giving us the breakdown. And we'll see you guys again soon. See you next week.
Bye, and goodbye to you, Amanda Franklin. Thanks for shouting me out in the comment section of this video.
Oh. Okay, guys. So, first off, I want to say hi to my dear friend Amanda Franklin. Love you, honey. Freddie, hi. Jessica Moreno. And let's see here. Oh, and gosh, we have so many comments, you guys. Sorry. Getting used to this. Michael Adams, you guys, hi. Let's see. Oh God, I'm terrible. Then there's also the Farm Haunt. What's going on? And there is Peter. Hey Peter. And Max. Hey Max. And let's see here. Pirates Cave Haunt. You guys rock. Thank you guys so much for watching. And next we have to talk to you about horror movie night. And with that, we bring on Eric.
Hello.
Eric, how are you?
I'm doing good. How
Wonderful. are you? I'm fine. Payamon has not gotten to me yet, but the night is still very young. So tell us about the horror movie night that just happened.
So our most recent horror movie night was this last month, the end of November. We had a David Lynch horror movie night with the showing of his first film, Eraserhead. It went really great. Everyone showed up, seemed to have a good time. Amantha hosted it that night because David Lynch is Amantha's favorite director.
That's her jam.
And so she took the reins and managed everything for the night.
One of the things that you are known for are your absolutely brilliant pre-shows. And we're running close on time, but I have to show you guys a sample of the pre-show that showed before Eraserhead. Take it away, Eric.
Come on, baby, to a drive-in show. I know just the very place to go.
A jar a donut hole.
Starts Friday at select theaters.
Meaning in theaters, Lash. There's a element.
Agent Cooper?
Shelley, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. It's called Georgia Coffee.
That's my shed.
I know it's your fuck.
Let's go.
A jar.
Crazy clown time.
Some inane, bizarre person.
Mom.
There, that's the pre-show, and that's the type of thing
Yeah.
that you'll see before the show, the films that screen at Horror Movie Night. So, talk to us, Eric. What do we got going on?
Well, so we have coming up our next pre-show is on December 22nd. That's Tuesday night again. We're going to be showing Black Christmas.
Oh.
And we're going to have a Christmas-themed pre-show along with that, and we're also going to do a lot of the stuff that we regularly like to do. We we'll have a special Christmas pumpkin pack to give away. We give away a pumpkin pack at every Horror Movie Night. This last one at Racerhead, we did an in-car scavenger hunt. And we asked people to find a few items they might have in their car, including a monster baby, which surprisingly somebody did have.
Somebody had a monster baby in their car, like
Somebody
from
had a
the movie,
monster.
or-
Not exactly, but close to it. It was a monster baby to them.
Okay, now let's clarify. Jessica brings up an interesting point. This
Yes.
is the regular Black Christmas, the good one.
Oh yes, this is the good Black Christmas, the 1974.
Margot Kidder.
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely. Yes. Along with that, we're also going to be showing another short from the Screaming Room at Midsummer Scream. We're going to be showing a fun little film called Humbug.
Excellent.
Which yeah, it's a good one. It's a lot of fun.
And we will have a Black Christmas themed pre-show.
We have a Christmas themed show that pre-show that will be I think will be pretty entertaining.
Do we have any idea what we're going to be doing for the pumpkin prize pack this time?
We're still working that out, but we'll come up with something fun. We like to do something a little different at every one of these. We a couple of years ago we gave everybody Christmas cards at our Christmas screening, and the Christmas cards were all signed. They were all signed by famous horror movie characters and directors and stars, and the person who had the card signed by Black Christmas director Bob Clark won the prize.
And of course, what else did he direct?
He directed another famous Christmas movie as well. That would be A Christmas Story.
So that's a niche market, but
yes,
he does it well. And he did Porky's.
And he did Porky's.
Children shouldn't play with dead things, but that's another show altogether. So again, what are the dates and times for Black Christmas?
Our Horror Movie Night showing of Black Christmas is going to be Tuesday, December 22nd. It's at 7 p.m. Gates open at 5 p.m. It's at the Mess Hall Market in Tustin. You can find information if you go to the Horror Movie Night Facebook page. It's facebook.com/Horror Movie Night, all one word. And or you can go to the Frida Cinema website, and they have information and tickets on there. And speaking of the Frida Cinema site, I wanted to make a mention too that they have a lot of streaming. They've been streaming a lot of films on there ever since including one you were just talking about a couple weeks ago, 20th Century.
Okay, you guys have to go to the Frida and stream that movie, The 20th Century.
Yeah, and that's playing. They're showing that through the 17th, so they'll have that available on their service until then. In addition to that, they're also showing right up through Christmas. They're showing rare exports. So if you've never seen Rare Exports before, you got to check that out. And then they also have a 4-pack of 80s horror movies that they're offering a special deal that you can get a pass for all 4 of the movies. And the movies include Clive Barker's Rawhead Rex. Lindsay had mentioned Songbird with Demi Moore. One of her first movies, Parasite, is another one that's included in this.
Oh, I remember seeing that in the movie theater in 3D. Ew.
Also,
terrible.
Link. If you've ever seen Link, that was an interesting chimpanzee movie, killer chimp movie. And the last one is a classic example of a classic exploitation movie, The Pit, about a boy and his demon teddy bear.
Fabulous. That sounds, again, that sounds right up, it sounds kid-friendly is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's for the whole family.
So, very good. Well, thank you, Eric, for stopping by, talking to us about the Frida and horror movie night. And everybody get over there and watch the 20th Century and then show up at horror movie night, please. All right?
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Eric.
All right. We'll see you there.
Adios. Oh, hey, tell Amantha I said hey.
Yeah, I will.
Okay. Bye. And that is it. That is HorrorBuzz Live. And we have to go. We have to trim this short because we like to keep it, fast or something. Yes, it's all about the kids tonight, Amanda. You guys, thank you for playing along. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for watching. And again, I need next week, I need an opening phrase and a closing tagline. So leave that in the comments. And you guys, please, please, please be safe. Frontline workers, we thank you for everything you're doing. And we will get through this. And thank you for being there and doing your work. All right, let's do this. All right. Stay safe,